Yeah. Spot greetings and welcome. Good to see you guys again. Good to be back on the live stream. I haven't been here for quite some time. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Shout out to the guys. And let me bring the guys on TikTok and then Facebook and YouTube. Shout out to everyone joining. Welcome. It's been a minute, hasn't it? So much going on in our world of sports. I just thought I should catch up with my people. So I got on my live TV show and I started preparing to come to the CFC with my tie on. I had to take off the jacket. So I haven't spoken to my people for quite some time. So let me check up, how my guys are doing. Okay, let's check that. That's going on TV. And then I've got my people on TikTok. Got my guys on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome. Where are you watching me from? Tell me. I know it's been quite time and people have been sending me messages. Where are you? You don't come on live anymore to talk to us. I'm like, I've been so busy. But each time I have an opportunity to come talk to you guys, I'll take it. So I'm super excited to be doing this with you guys tonight. It's 12:39 a.m. Yeah, it's midnight in the United Kingdom. I'm sure my people in America, Canada, Australia, you're just about, getting on with your day. So I do this for you guys so that when my guys in the United Kingdom, Nigeria, and other parts of Africa wake up tomorrow morning, they can get to watch it. So what's been going on? Two major hot conversations. The postponed Women's Africa Cup of Nations. I was getting ready to go back to Morocco. That was scheduled to kick off 16th of this month, March, and run till April the 3rd. And right after the AFCON final in Morocco, the Confédération of African Football, they just went quiet. They did a countdown for 50 days. They did a countdown for 30 days. And I think that was the last bit of, push that it did for the WAFCON. So let me bring this up so you guys can see it. And this is what it is to me. This WAFCON, oh my goodness, give me a minute. I haven't been here for a minute. I can't even remember some of the things that I do when I come on this live stream. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can still get it. Let me see. Okay. Put that up there. Just say it looks good. So shout out to everyone joining on TikTok. I see you guys. Always a delight to have you guys join me, on my live conversation. I just want to talk about this postponed Women's Africa Cup of Nations, and I've called it a complete disrespect for women's football in Africa. Yeah, that's what it is. We loved what we saw at the last edition in Morocco. The women gave everything. The football was beautiful. It was competitive. It was entertaining. It was engaging. And I thought the Confédération of African Football will jump on that, and make something out of it. But this is what it is. It has been postponed. Let me see if I can get that press statement from the Confédération of African Football and just put it up. But I saw this. go back to where you are. Yeah, I saw this graphic work and I liked it because it said everything I wanted to say about this postponed WAFCON. At this point, we weren't sure. There was just uncertainty tied, around the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And I saw this, uncertainty over WAFCON 2026, 16 teams, still no clear plan. Where is the roadmap? Where is the roadmap? Because when you do something good, you have to consolidate, you have to be better. CAF wasn't ready. Lack of transparency and preparation. 50+ million viewers in 2022. No, you have to consolidate on that. I don't know what the Confédération of African Football will say about this, but you cannot get the sort of following you got in 2022 and 2024, and you just destroy all of those efforts. It's sad. It's just sad. And it says CAF can do better. Respect women's football. Yeah, I just thought I should bring that up. I saw that and I said, I like it. I have to bring that up. But this is what's up. Confédération of African Football. They have postponed the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And sincerely, it makes no sense. It's just a clear show of incompetence on the administrators of football in Africa, and they need to let us understand what really happened. And I've said this is a battle between CAF, Morocco, and South Africa. They need to say what's going on. And now it is the women's game that is the victim. Just look at the dreams that have been dashed. Those ladies who were looking forward to, coming to the WAFCON. It's a program. They have, they need to take permission from their club side. That's Super Falcons player, Rinsola Babajide. Look at what she put on her socials. It's actually embarrassing at this point. And that's what it is, because they play in Europe, they play in America, where they see proper planning and organizing. And if they say, okay, club, I'll let you go do what you have to do, and then you come back. Now you just have to tell the club side that it's not happening. No, Africa, this is premium women's football, premium, and you just jump up? You mean over 2 years? Oh my God. I struggled to talk about this on my TV show, and I struggled to talk about it on this live stream because it is just so difficult to understand how the Confédération of African Football just allowed this to happen. And you could just tell that this is all greed and excess. It's just selfish ambition, terrible, dirty politics that we see with sports in Africa. That's just what is at play, And I'm going to prove it. Just walk with me. I'm going to prove it. Shout out to everyone joining on TikTok. I see you guys. Odo, thank you so much for the likes. I see you. Thank you. Anthony, FIFA hasn't given a verdict yet. I'll talk about that, but I just want to address this women's football issue. So if you can join on YouTube, it's going to be fun, because I'll definitely, invite people to come up to talk. I really don't want to talk about that FIFA's verdict, because the law can be so funny. I've called it a case of 6 and 9. On your side, it can be 6. On my side, it can be 9. So we'll just wait for those who are interpreting the law to, actually tell us if Nigeria's petition against DR Congo has got merit. But hey, the waiting game continues with FIFA because nothing has been done. And they have confirmed DR Congo as Africa's representative for the inter-confederation playoffs. But this is what's up. CAF, what's going on? Rinsola Babajide put this on her socials. It's embarrassing. And that's what it is, sincerely. It's just embarrassing that for a continent to put to look, you see how I struggle. It's like a secondary school competition or what community competition. They're like, oh, we didn't have sponsor. Oh, we don't have funding. We can't go. We're talking about the biggest women's football tournament in Africa. The biggest. And you know why this one is so annoying? For the first time, we're going to have 16 teams. And I loved the expansion. I said, oh, wow, this is good. CAF, expanding the women's game to get more countries to come into it. We saw what Botswana did at the last WAFCON. They actually pushed the Super Falcons. They took a late goal for Nigeria to beat Botswana at the last WAFCON. I liked it. This sort of competition is good for the game. It's good for the market. It's good for women's football development. Algeria, they didn't do badly, and they're consolidating on that. Ghana won bronze. It was good. So now you see more African countries will see this opportunity to come to the WAFCON and make an impression. And it serves as qualifiers for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. It's crazy. It's just crazy. This is not the sort of WAFCON that you postpone. It is not. Now they have pushed it to July the 25th till August the 16th. July the 23rd, we're going to have the Commonwealth Games. The World Cup will just be finishing. The momentum will never be the same. The look and feel of the competition will never be the same. The media will be divided. I live in the United Kingdom. The Commonwealth Games will be in Glasgow. I'll definitely want to be in Glasgow for the Commonwealth Games. I will not come back and start thinking, oh, should I go and cover the WAFCON? Because the Commonwealth Games will finish while the WAFCON will still be going on with this new date. But it's all just messy. It's just all over the place. It's just terrible leadership. It just speaks on the terrible incompetence of the persons running football in Africa. Such a shame. And it's all politics. It's all cheap, senseless politics between CAF, Morocco, and South Africa. And for Morocco, they are ready to, okay, if we're not taking this, then we scatter it all. But now they know that if they don't compete in the WAFCON, they probably won't have a ticket to the World Cup because they did not play the qualifiers since they were going to host it. Now, if you didn't play qualifiers and you're not hosting, then you don't have a place. So it's very deep. It's sickening. This is not the sort of analysis I want to come here and be doing. Nah, it's just so sad that at this stage in 2026, where not just continents, countries are beginning to see the need to give proper attention to sports and football is king, they will not mess around with it. But look at CAF. I want to bring up the statement from the Confédération of African Football, and you see how clueless they were because they had kept quiet till 12 days. Till 12 days to go, CAF decided to just, jump up. I said, oh, we forgot we were supposed to host a big competition such as the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Sorry, everybody, it's not going to happen again. It's only in Africa. It is only in Africa. At a time when I was a big fan of Patrice Motsepe, I support his work. I say well done to him. He knows what he's doing. It means well for football in Africa. He's building a business environment. This will open up the marketplace for football development in Africa. You cannot build and destroy. I repeat, you cannot build and destroy. Makes no sense. Yeah, so that's what's up. This is the headline from the Confédération of African Football. It says CAF reschedules the dates of the TotalEnergies CAF Women's Africa Cup WAFCON 2026 to 25th July to 16th August 2026. That's the new date. That's the headline. Let's get into the body of that press statement from the Confédération of African Football. I said, look, I'm just going to go straight and read what it said. Just 3 paragraphs. That summarizes the cluelessness of the Confédération of African Football. when they were thinking about this. That's it right there. In October 2024, the Confédération Africaine de Football granted the hosting rights for the TotalEnergies CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON 2026 to Morocco, and this tournament was scheduled for 17th March to 3rd April 2026. Morocco got the hosting rights in October 2024. October 2024. They say, Morocco, you are going to host it. But they also knew that Morocco was going to host the AFCON. Morocco had hosted the last WAFCON. Morocco hosting everything for CAF. So they probably got a sense of entitlement. Walk with me. I'm going somewhere with this story because I want to understand what's going on between CAF, Morocco, and interestingly, South Africa. Someone will be asking me, Austin, why South Africa? The president of the Confédération of African Football, Patrice Motsepe, is from South Africa. Let's get into the second paragraph of that statement from CAF. After discussions between CAF and its partners, FIFA and other stakeholders, CAF decided to reschedule the dates of the TotalEnergies CAF WAFCON 2026 to 25th July to 16th August 2026 to ensure the success of this important women's competition in the light of certain unforeseen circumstances. See, CAF, they couldn't even spell unforeseen the right way. The cluelessness. They said they are postponing it to ensure the success of this important women's competition. If it was that important, no, you wouldn't be postponing it. Everything would have been in place. You would know that, look, this is a tournament that you cannot mess around with its reputation. Yeah. They know it's important. They know that this is important for women's football development in Africa. This can actually be what we will look at. Okay, from the last CAF Women's Champions League, what breakthrough did we get? Look at metrics, analytics, plan for the next WAFCON with it. No, it wasn't important to CAF. It wasn't in the light of certain unforeseen circumstances. What unforeseen circumstances? Morocco, they've got the infrastructure. Morocco can wake up tomorrow and host any big competition. I was in Morocco. I visited 6 cities. I know what I'm talking about. They've got the infrastructure. So there's politics going on here that is affecting the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Morocco did a great show with the AFCON. So easily, they can just jump on those same infrastructure. And they've got top-notch maintenance going on in the country. So what's the unforeseen circumstance? The dirty, senseless politics going on with football in Africa? Final paragraph. Preparations for the TotalEnergies CAF WAFCON 2026 are underway, and all the parties are confident that it will be very successful. Confident that it will be successful in July. CAF postponed the CHAN. Guys, can you remember? We're supposed to have CHAN in February 2025. CAF postponed it to August 2025. Now, the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations, persons have been saying it, that Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, they don't seem ready, particularly with the road networks, even to an extent, infrastructure. CAF is looking away on those concerns, and this is the problem I have. When you put politics, when you are not assertive, when you do not understand what it means to plan effectively, this is what you get. I forgot to say when you also put politics into it. So that's it right there. This is the statement. Just 3 paragraphs. A highly placed competition such as the WAFCON. Just 3 paragraphs to explain. And they were still vague. Say in the light of certain unforeseen circumstances. A tournament that you gave hosting rights to Morocco in October 2024. It's sad. Let's rewind. Let's go back. to the final of the Men's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. The final was between Morocco and Senegal. And gracious goodness, it was chaotic. I was right there at the stadium, and I kept saying to myself, if this doesn't stop when it stopped, it would have been dramatic. Fast forward, Senegal won, and Morocco started the drama. Oh, because of the violence that Senegal caused, they should take the title of Senegal. CAF, you should do this. CAF, you should do that. And look, you cannot blame them. When CAF runs to Morocco for virtually everything, Morocco was the new bride. They thought they could control everything. And then CAF came out with sanctions that even affected Morocco. I thought it was fair enough. CAF couldn't go the other way. They couldn't show obvious bias because even Morocco had done too much at that AFCON, and a lot of persons were complaining, why is Morocco doing this? Why is Morocco trying to bring the game to disrepute? I think that was where the relationship got sour between CAF and Morocco. At that time, CAF and Morocco. So maybe Morocco started, dragging. We're not going to host the WAFCON. We know you don't have anywhere to go. We know you depend on us. How dare you, CAF? How dare you, after you agree you're going to punish Senegal and maybe give us the title? How dare you? And it kept dragging until January the 30th. This happened.
To announce that South Africa will be hosting the 2026 WAFCON, which we all know that is a qualifying tournament for the 2027 Women FIFA World Cup to be held in Brazil. Shine, South Africa. So, Banyana, this belongs to us. Congratulations.
Interesting times. At an award ceremony in South Africa, the Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, crazy, Pismabe, she went on stage, and you could tell that it wasn't a prepared speech. She just popped up and said, South Africa is now the new host for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Guys, walk with me. This is where the drama started. Look at Danny Jordan. Danny Jordan was like, wait a minute, what did I just hear? Danny Jordan and Lydia Monyepwa, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the South Africa Football Association. Danny Jordan is the president. Both of them, they're like, where did that come from? From nowhere. So South Africa jumped into the ring and said, FIFA, if you're messing with Patrice Motsepe, who is the leader of CAF, then you're messing with us. It's all politics. Dirty politics. I'll play it for you again. Listen to her, look at her body language, and you will understand that something was really going on. Because she probably heard something. So I was like, okay, there's confusion going on now between CAF and Morocco. Go and create more confusion. And she did a good job. Listen to her again.
To announce that South Africa will be hosting the 2026 WAFCON, which we all know that is a qualifying tournament for the 2027 Women FIFA World Cup to be held in Brazil. Shine, South Africa. So, Banyana, this belongs to us.
You see?
Congratulations.
Banyana, this belongs to us. Danny Jordan in shock. Lydia Moyepwa in shock. In fact, she shine South Africa. She said, Banyana, this belongs to us. Is that South Africa's way of collecting the title? Or they just wanted to prove to Morocco that, look, you cannot brag over infrastructure. We are South Africa. Anything you can boast of, we have it. So they weren't giving Morocco any chance to shine whatsoever. January 30, I think 30 or 31st, that was when that happened. And then the drama started now. Morocco was like, oh, really? Oh, and I'm sure it wasn't the relationship that they had with CAF, Morocco. Now, at the press conference, early February, Patrice Motsepe was asked the question, and he said, oh, for now, Morocco is still the host. We're still sure that the WAFCON will go on. Nothing has changed and all of that. It was diplomatic like that, you know. So before this announcement of the postponement of the WAFCON, no, let's still stay with Peace Mabe and that unplanned speech at that award ceremony. Now there was confusion everywhere. South Africa was not saying, this woman has put us in trouble. This woman has burst the bubble. People will start saying that, oh, we just want to hijack this tournament from Morocco. But they were playing to a script. So the minister now, who is the boss of Peace Mabe, Gaten Mackenzie, you guys remember Gaten Mackenzie and the drama he did when he came out to say he doesn't like Nigeria, he wishes Nigeria not to qualify for the World Cup and all of that. Since that time, Esther is the guy. He's the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture in South Africa. Gaten Mackenzie signed this statement. It came from the ministry. And what they tried to do with this is to say, look, we are addressing this situation of what happened. I'm trying to bring it up, so I'll just read it for you clearly. But they tried to, address the situation that Peace Mabe, did, and they were like, oh, we are just, waiting. The statement on South Africa's petition regarding the 2026 TotalEnergies Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON. Statement on South Africa's position. This statement came from the Ministry of Sports, Arts and Culture, Republic of South Africa. Walk with me. And Gaten Mackenzie signed it. He is the minister. As the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, I wish to provide clarity following remarks made by the Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture at the Hollywood Bet Super League Awards regarding the 2026 TotalEnergies Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON. South Africa has expressed its willingness to support the Confédération of African Football CAF if required, should alternative hosting arrangements for the 2026 WAFCON become necessary. If required, when it becomes necessary that there should be an alternative host, South Africa said, we are available to help. Okay, let's go on. Third paragraph. These engagements form part of ongoing discussions initiated by CAF. Ongoing discussions initiated by CAF. CAF had not told us, Morocco did not know, and something was going on in South Africa. You see the politics that I'm talking about. That is why we are where we are. So there was ongoing discussions initiated by CAF as it considers various contingencies in line with the Confederation's responsible stewardship of the continental game. Walk with me. At this stage, no formal decision has been taken to relocate the tournament, and Morocco remains the officially designated host of the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. CAF has not yet triggered any alternative hosting process. Now he has debunked that nonsense that his deputy minister did. South Africans, when I tell you people put your house in order, you see there's people like, oh, you don't like South Africa. It's because you're a Nigerian. How can you say this about us? Just look at what South Africa is doing. He's now coming out to say all those things that my deputy did, we are not part of it. Oh. Does it make sense? Please, guys, let me understand. I don't know what's going on in Africa. So someone just got to stage, I don't know the sort of fine wine she drank, and just made that sort of comment. crazy, man. Let's go on. Any potential hosting of the tournament by South Africa would be subject to established government and football governance processes in partnership with the South African Football Association, SAFA, and other stakeholders, including 1, formal confirmation from CAF that alternative hosting arrangements are required. So there was no formal confirmation, and your deputy minister just went out and said South Africa will now be the host of the WAFCON. No formal confirmation. She just got up and she made that sort of statement. As big as, do you know the weight that statement carried? 2, approval through relevant cabinet processes, confirmation of host cities, stadium availability, accommodation and transport capacity, and the conclusion of the necessary government guarantees and operational agreements. South Africa. Guys, please make me understand if you understand this, because this, for me, is the foundation of the problem. Just trying to give you guys a background of why we are where we are with this WAFCON that has been postponed. And the war is not over. It is not. More is coming. Unfortunately, it is the players that are suffering. See now, the players are the victims. All of the plans that they had now shattered till July, and we are still not sure where this WAFCON will go to. The media needs to plan. There's no planning. There's no accreditation. Nothing. Visa has not been acquired. Only in Africa. Let's go to the second part of that statement from South Africa's Ministry of Sports, Arts and Culture, and then we go on with it. They said the remarks made by the Deputy Minister reflect government's long-standing engagement on supporting African football and South Africa's confidence in its proven ability to host major international sporting events. They do not constitute a formal confirmation or assumption of hosting responsibilities. But you guys heard Peace Monday, you heard the Deputy Minister. South Africa will be the next host of the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Now look at what the statement from the minister is saying. What is wrong with us? What is the problem, Africa? Why can't we just be professional? Can't we respect processes? Why? What is wrong? I just wanted to let you guys understand that it's not smoke without fire. It's not. I knew something was wrong. The department with SAFA and stakeholders will continue to engage with CAF in a structured and responsible manner. Any further announcements will be made only once all required processes have been concluded and formal decisions taken. So no required processes have been made, no formal decisions have been taken and approved, and the minister just jumped up and made that statement. No, I really want to understand what the problem is in South Africa. I want to understand what the problem is. And even if you wanted to do politics, this is not how you do politics. You don't just come out and, oh, where's the wall? Stand in front of it to take bullets. This is so silly. Final paragraph. The Ministry of Sport, Arts and Culture will continue to pursue a long-term strategy of hosting major sporting events to boost sport, tourism, economic growth, and the image of the country on the world stage. Signed, Gayton Mackenzie, Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, South Africa. Be the judge, guys. You listen to the Deputy Minister. She said one thing on this hand. The minister is saying another thing on this hand. And that is why we are where we are. Because Morocco will not, that's a breach of the contracts that they signed with you. If there is a problem and is being resolved one way or the other on the ground, South Africa not coming out to do what they did was a clear testament that they just want the battle to come out to the public and let everything that wants to scatter. And that's why we're here. The WAFCON has been postponed. Now, before we got the official postponement, the official announcement from the Confédération of African Football, Gaten Mackenzie now couldn't take it anymore. He wanted to prove a point. You know, Salah, he wanted to brag. And you know, he's very uncouth when he talks. He just comes out with guns blazing. That's Gaten Mackenzie. He couldn't hide it anymore. So he came out to say, hey, Morocco, what's the problem? If you don't want to host the WAFCON, say it, let's know what we are doing. And I want to tell you that South Africa can host this WAFCON because we have the infrastructure. That was before the announcement was made yesterday. Listen to Gaten Mackenzie.
That if Morocco's not going to host, if they're going to host AFCON, let them do so. We shall support them. But if they're not going to do that, WAFCON, they must tell us now. I'm going to repeat that. If Morocco is ready to host WAFCON, because they are the brilliant AFCON, they should do so. But if they are not ready, we want to tell them, we are not a country with no stadiums. We are not a country with no infrastructure. We as South Africa will never be held hostage by countries that has less than what we have. As the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, if you are not going to host, because maybe one or two other countries, you can tell them they must wait for you because they don't have the infrastructure. We don't wait for no one. We will not allow women to be treated in such a fashion. We will not allow women's football to be treated. How in this day and age, people are scared to say it. I'm not scared to say it. If Morocco's not going to host it, South Africa, as the Deputy Minister said, we are standing ready. Because at the end of the day, this is all to embarrass the president of CAF. And he didn't say it, I'm saying it. So don't attribute what I'm saying here to him. We are ready. We have the stadiums, we have the people, we have the infrastructure, we have the transport system, better than any country in Africa.
So guys, you see now, it's clearly a Morocco versus South Africa battle. I just wanted to put this out there. He said that they will not succumb to countries who have less resources than South Africa. And he said, instead he ended clearly that, look, this is South Africa, we are the best in Africa. This was the confirmation I wanted. That Gaten Mackenzie, whatever they were trying to do with that statement was all wash. They knew what they did with that announcement made by the deputy minister, and he said it clearly that they want to make Patrice Motsepe, who is South African, look bad. That's Morocco, and that is not going to let that. So they saw the problems of the CAF was facing with Morocco, and because the South African is the leader of CAF, South Africa decided to take it. Listen to him again, so you understand where we are going with this Morocco, CAF, and South Africa battle.
And I make it clear here that if Morocco's not going to host, if they're going to host AFCON, let them do so. We shall support them. But if they're not going to do that, WAFCON, they must tell us now. I'm going to repeat that. If Morocco is ready to host WAFCON, because they are the brilliant AFCON, they should do so. But if they are not ready, we want to tell them, we are not a country with no stadiums. We are not a country with no infrastructure. We as South Africa will never be held hostage by countries that has less than what we have. As the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, if you are not going to host, because maybe one or two other countries, you can tell them they must wait for you because they don't have the infrastructure. We don't wait for no one. We will not allow women to be treated in such a fashion. We will not allow women's football to be treated. How in this day and age, people are scared to say it. I'm not scared to say it. If Morocco's not going to host it, South Africa, as the Deputy Minister said, we are standing ready. Because at the end of the day, this is all to embarrass the president of CAF. And he didn't say it, I'm saying it. So don't attribute what I'm saying here to him. We are ready. We have the stadiums, we have the people, we have the infrastructure, we have the transport system, better than any country in Africa.
We have the stadiums, we have the infrastructure, better than any country in Africa. Imagine, no, I don't blame him. When I tell Nigeria, fix your country, have your system ready, because one way or the other, Nigeria received some shades in that comment, made by Gaten Mackenzie. He said we have the system, we have the structure, we have the infrastructure, we have the stadiums, better than any country in Africa. So he said that everything Morocco is doing is a plan to embarrass the CAF president, Patrice Motsepe. And he confirmed it, that he supports everything that has been said by the deputy minister. So what was the essence of that senseless statement that they put out? When they knew what they were doing, and it was complete disrespect to Morocco. I have the hosting rights. I'm talking to the person that gave me the rights. We're having conflict. And we're hoping that it will be resolved before the kickoff date, which is officially March 17th. And then January, South Africa took the fight just because they want to host the WAFCON. So guys, there you go. That is what it is. This is just what the problem is. And it's so sad because it is the women that will suffer it. And you see, Rinsola Babajide, I showed you, she's so pissed, you know? She's so pissed. She says it's embarrassing. Let me show you what Mercy Akide, she's a legend of football in Africa. Let me put this up on our socials. No, that's the statement from CAF. And I said I'm going to read what she said because she's extremely disappointed. She's pissed. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her because this is just, yeah, Charles, the embarrassment is just too much. In 2026, so now when the West don't respect us, well, they just look down on us. Well, they don't just respect. No, we bring this disrespect on ourselves. Shout out to everyone joining on TikTok. I see you guys. TJ, I see you. I see your comment. At the National Stadium, Sule hosts WAFCON. Make them go enjoy my Plumpton and changing. We don't ever have a stadium. National Stadium Sule is dead. It's dead since 2001 and it's been abandoned to rot. That's Nigeria for you. So it's just shameful. It is just shameful. It beats me. I struggled to talk about this on my TV show on Channels TV. I was just struggling. I was trying so hard not to curse people, not to be unprofessional, not to use words that are derogatory for TV. I was just, oh my God. Like, what is going on? Just selfish interest. That's all that is playing here. Just selfish interest. Nobody considered that there's a program that countries have spent money to even prepare their teams. They say, no, if it doesn't go our way, then it must head to the highway. Now we see why Africa is not making progress. Because some persons have just held the country by the throat. They say, no, we must choke you to death. This was Mercy Akide. I saw it on I think it was a Facebook story, and I said I was gonna read it. Yeah, that's it. No, not this. That wasn't where she started. She started with this. Mercy Akide, former Super Falcons captain, legend of women's football in Africa, absolute legend. You know, Mercy Akide Udo. She said it is embarrassing that in 2026, when women's football is growing in other places and investment is being poured in to support it, Africa is treating women's football like it does not matter. Women's football matters. Some of us gave everything to open the doors, to bring respect and glory and recognition to this game. This continent boasts one of the longest running unbroken professional women's leagues in the world, the Nigeria Women's League. We have produced and continue to produce some of the best players in the world. Walk with me. Mercy Akide Udo went on to say, it is a shame that for whatever reason, our women footballers are being treated like second-class citizens. Let me say this categorically. They are not. Our game deserves respect, and as professionals, we demand that respect. If there are any problems with hosting the WAFCON tournament, The ladies and the rest of the continent deserve an explanation and solution, not silence. This was when CAF was silent. She said, do better, be better. We say, oh, why our top players, our ex-internationals, why are they always going abroad? They will go abroad because that's where they see a proper system, a proper structure. That's where they see professionalism. That's why they don't come home. It's sad. It's sad. It's disappointing. And you can tell from her tone that she just can't take it no more. That what are we doing? It's destroyed dreams, shattered hopes. The girl child who's on the street looking at Asisa Toshola, looking at Rashida Tajibade, looking at Echegini, looking at Ashley Plumter. They told a beautiful Mission X story. Those young talents will be saying they cannot wait to see them play again. And now this. And we are still not sure that something good will even come out of July. That's the sad part of everything that I've been saying since. Augustine is to blame for it all start. It's definitely CAF. Everything rises and falls on leadership. They might try to now want to swing it around Morocco. At the time this lady, the Deputy Minister of Sports in South Africa, made that comment, it was in January. Why was CAF silent? CAF did not say anything. Oh, it shouldn't even come from South Africa themselves trying to debunk it. It's CAF. Show leadership. It's your constituency. It's your tournament. Oh, we want to state categorically that we did not tell South Africa to make the announcement. Oh, it means somebody knows about it. Somebody empowered it. That's the point I'm making. Because CAF would have come out, TJ, to say, we are not part of this. We didn't tell them to go to do this. And so we are not, going to comment about it, but we want to use this opportunity to state that Morocco is still the host, or Morocco will no longer host it, and then we're going to open conversations with South Africa, with Nigeria, with whoever we think can quickly jump in to host the tournament. You don't keep quiet. It's terrible. I see this across boards in Africa, even with businesses. Public relations does not solve problems. It avoids problems. It is very good. It's a lovely tool that you can use to avoid problems, not solve problems. If you want to solve problems, it's crisis management, it's conflict resolution. But to avoid problems, it's public relations. But Africa, just look at the nonsense, senseless, unprofessional statement that the CAF put out. No regard whatsoever for people. Not the players, not the countries that have invested, not the media, not even their clubs in Europe that had proper training programs for their players to go and represent their countries. It's sad. It's sad. Yeah, so I thought I should jump on that, let you guys see where we are with this situation. Shout out to Mercy Akide-Udo. I've got big respect for our legend of the women's game. I appreciate her for everything she's been doing. She, for instance, can easily come to Nigeria and do something. She's a coach in the United States, but then go let them walk. We go let politics make us do the right things. They will frustrate her. That is why I don't blame people that are not coming back home. I just tell them, stay where you are. Just stay where you are and be doing what you are doing. Because if you come now, there are persons that the moment they even see you, you are a big threat to them already. It's a shame, Africa. We need to do better. We need to wake up. So now I just wanted you guys to know. Because people will say, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why is this happening? Why is that? That's what's up. It's just politics that is happening. And we love politics in Africa. We'll never do politics. We'll never rest. We love it. Give me a minute. It's a big problem. Africa. God will help us. Why am I even saying God will help us? God will only help those who are doing the right things, TJ, stay with me. I'll soon get into the Congo DR. I'll soon get into that conversation. I just want to clear the one that concerns us first in Africa. Yeah. So it is what it is. It's a shame. It's just a shame. It's just so sad that this is happening. I was part of those who were waiting for this confirmation so that we know what we're doing next. Am I going to Morocco? People need to plan. We waited 12 days to kick off, to postpone a tournament. See, that just beats me, Like, what do you take people for? So sad. Shout out to everyone joining on TikTok. I see you guys. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to, put perspectives on this postponement of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Was supposed to take place in Morocco, March 17th to April the 3rd. And then the Confédération of African Football on Thursday announced the postponement of the competition. Now, they gave a background in their first paragraph that Morocco got the hosting rights in 2024. In second paragraph, they say it is being postponed due to unforeseen circumstances. Third paragraph, you're supposed to say it's still Morocco that is hosting. We will just make sure that everything goes well. They still kept quiet on that. Man. So we still don't know where that is going. No, Charles, come on. Let me bring up this comment. Let me bring up comments on YouTube before we get on with the show. Let me see. Let me come from the beginning. Shout out to everyone watching. I appreciate the love. Taurid Wahab, I'm watching from Chicago. Thank you so much, Taurid. I think I see you all the time. Charles, hi Austin. Hello, Charles. How are you? Charles, Austin, we can be on neutral page by pushing for the FIFA verdict. Charles, seriously, I've zoned out on that. And when I get into that conversation, you understand, Felix Pitts are so unfortunate. Yeah, sure, talking about the postponed WAFCON. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Charles, the embarrassment is just too much. Absolutely. Absolutely, Charles. Rousseau must not be our NFF from 2026. Well, you and I, we're not part of the Congress. It's the Congress and those in the electoral stuff that from data. Good day. Where are you watching me from? Nameka, good to see you again. They play politics on every aspect of this game. Too bad. It's not just Morocco, it's an African thing. Play senseless politics. Charles, it has reached that level since they want to tarnish our image and rubbish our football legacy. Absolutely. The worst aspect of it is that South Africa is 100% ready to host the WAFCON. Why not give it to SA? You see the corruption of the CAF president as cabinet. No, the CAF president wants, if he lives in, he will give it to SA. He's from South Africa. That's why his country is trying to hijack it. They are trying to say, why do you have us and you are going through this problem with CAF? Why are you letting Morocco, mess around with you? What have you agreed with them? If they don't want to host it, bring it to South Africa and you listen to their minister saying they have the best of everything. They have the best of transportation, stadiums, infrastructure. He didn't mince his words. He said they are the best in Africa. So why are they going through this? He said what Morocco is doing is a clear attempt to embarrass the CAF president. So if you leave Nameka, if you leave Patrice Motsepe, easy peasy, it will go to South Africa. But there are processes to these things. That's why his hands are tied also. CAF is afraid to penalize Morocco on this WAFCON and they would lose out. That is the politics. The moment Morocco said they are not hosting again, Morocco did not play the qualifiers. They got into it because they are hosts. So the moment they say they don't do again, they will lose that slot. And that means no World Cup. Because the WAFCON serves as qualifiers for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. The semi-finalists to qualify. And that is why I'm so pissed with CAF. This is not the sort of WAFCON that you'll be postponing. Because it doesn't even do good for the competition mindset of the players that will now emerge from Africa to go and compete on the world stage. You just don't know what they're doing. They're destroying futures. So sad. Charles, how did Morocco just take over African football completely from politics? And they didn't take over it. They were just ready. You see, the world is a marketplace. You bring your product, I bring my product. How you call people to buy and patronize you, it's none of my business. You want to sell, I want to sell. That is why Gaten McKenzie is saying now that we have all this. Why didn't they come out after the last WAFCON that Morocco hosted? Why didn't Gaten McKenzie and the South Africa say we want to host the next one? CAF was running to Morocco for everything. Guys, Morocco is co-hosting the World Cup in 2030. Let's wake up. I was in Morocco. I visited 6 cities. I know what I saw. Those guys are not playing. They're not playing. So it's called placement. You look at the market, you segment it, you put yourself in a place that you know that there's no way somebody will walk down, they will not say, what is Charles selling? That's what Morocco has done. And you know what? They didn't just do it for the politics of African football. My brother, they've shown workings. First African team to reach the semi-finals at the World Cup. Played beautiful football. They just got up and achieved that. Their football at home was good. When we tell people back home, fix your league, create systems, have a good structure, they think you are just speaking English. They want government to do everything. Morocco was strategic. They invested during COVID, used it to draw a proper roadmap for their football. And now they're going somewhere with it. Their women's football is shining. Their men's football is shining. The league is doing well. It's profitable. They are getting money from sport tourism now. So they held CAF. The last 3 WAFCON has been in Morocco. So why would you not flap your wings to fly? Fly over CAF. Because in a way you'll be rescuing CAF. Oh yes. I don't blame them. I do not blame them in any way. So look at CAF. Oh, everybody abandoned you. Oh, you don't know that they were not supposed to host the last AFCON? The host wasn't available. They didn't have what it takes. And then they said, we're ready. Come to us. Voila. They're always ready. Austin, does this postponement have something to do with Wally? Nah, come on, Wally. Nah. The men's game have nothing to do with the women's game. This is just politics between CAF, Morocco, and South Africa. Can CAF be sued for this act due this circumstance in terms of general logistics involved? How do you sue them? How do you sue them? In Africa, you want to enter problem. How do you sue them? That's the problem. We don't respect processes. We don't respect standards. No quality control. It's not the first time. They cancelled CHAN. CHAN that has a small, very tiny window that if you don't play the competition now, the dream of most players in Africa is just to go to Europe, even if it's Malta or one remote place. Some people go to Iraq to play. You had the opportunity to see them play. You postponed the tournament that's supposed to happen in February to August. Same thing they've done now. I'm sure this will have imagine push it to July. That will be right after the World Cup. The Commonwealth Games will be going on then. So the media will be divided. And the competition will never get the sort of pomp and glory that it deserves. It's just a big mess. Big mess. Nigeria and other African countries contributed to all these. They refused to. Absolutely, they did. So it's just a shame, guys. That's what it is, you know. I really don't know, you know, but I just hope that this turns out to be for good of, you know, women's football in Africa, because the truth is it's a stake in whatever growth development that has been achieved in the last 5 years. It takes us back 10 years, you know. So we need to find a way to to get back. The AFCON 2022 was good. One in 2024 was solid. We're hoping that they use this one to consolidate. And now this has happened. So it's just a shame. It's a big, big shame. So shout out to everyone joining. I'm just taking a look at the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. The Confédération of African Football, they announced on Thursday, March the 5th, that the competition will no longer take place on March the 17th till April the 3rd. Why? CAF said due to unforeseen circumstances. That's what they said. They didn't even give a clear reason why they are postponing the competition. So it's just so sad. It's heartbreaking because players, countries were looking forward to this one. The media, spectators, fans, you know, even Europe, you know. Imagine scouts that have put this in their program. Some probably have bought tickets. So we're going to Morocco to go and watch the best of women's football, see how we can get players. They destroyed the ecosystem. They don't know. Destroyed it. That's why I'm so pissed. Yeah, so that's what's up. I don't know if you guys saw the friendly between Nigeria and Cameroon. It was played over 2 legs, but right there in Yaoundé at the military stadium. It was a good one. Cameroon won the first leg by a single goal, and Nigeria won the second leg 3-1. I think I should just show you guys briefly. I have it on my channel. Let me see if I can just bring it up, and then we watch it, and then I will come back. I'll come back and we will have a look at that one, and then I'll get into the DR Congo, FIFA and Nigeria case. You don't want to miss that one. I've called it Waiting for Godot. I will still play that one also for you guys to have a look. But I just want to, you know, talk a bit about the Super Falcons before we wrap up women's football. So I'll play this video to use it to get a breather. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I think this is it. But you can also go watch it on my You can also go watch it on my channel. I'm just going to put the link on the comment section so you can go see the highlights. Nigeria versus Cameroon across 2 legs. And then we will come back and get into FIFA and what is going on. Where's it? Where is it? Let me paste the link so guys you can save the link for later to go have a look if you want to. But I want to see how I can share my screen so that we get to watch that. Yeah, just because I want to promote women's football, you all deserve to see that. And then I'll come back. Yeah, our Super Falcons on board. Let's see. So I think it will pause me for a minute, but I will put this into full screen. And then I will play this.
Impossible également qui... Ah ouais, c'est bien.
On est passé la bonne récupération avec ce ballon. Peut-être Charles commun pour l'ouverture du score. La petite passe derrière. Et voilà l'ouverture.
Le centre dans une zone compliquée derrière Kiki qui va arriver.
Victoire, 3 matchs nuls et 8 victoires pour les Super Falcons qui étaient gardiens titulaires avec cette équipe du Nigeria.
On se rappelle la partie des U17 également.
Regarde, attention avec Alosier qui va chercher sur le côté Babajide. Et le centre. Et voilà donc l'égalisation qui intervient pour l'équipe du Nigeria avec un centre de Babajide qui va aller trouver la tête de Iwuzuo. Iwuzuo donc qui égalise pour les Super Falcons.
C'est là, on l'a senti tout à l'heure Babajide qui s'est un petit peu excentré, hein, qui a donné l'intérieur à sa coéquipière Alosier. Et derrière, on connaît la qualité des pieds de Babajide et derrière sa coéquipière qui va arriver lancer et Zéouo. Regardez derrière, il a Mekoso qui sera mangé, aspiré parce que malheureusement, elle ne sait pas ce qui se passe dans son dos.
Ouais, on n'a pas pris une formation là derrière. Un peu de chance. Et voilà le second but du Nigeria. Ouais, le deuxième but nigérian qui intervient avant la fin de cette première manche. Ah oui, il y avait déjà donc quelques sauvetages dans le camp camerounais, mais malheureusement derrière, ça paye cash 2 buts. À 1, on revoit.
La mauvaise sortie de la part d'Ange. Et derrière, Ajibade qui prend dans un premier temps, et c'est derrière Baba JD.
Ah, il faut y aller. Ouais, c'est la deuxième, c'est
un niveau quand même, voilà. Même si voilà, c'est quand j'aime. Il faut continuer à aller haut aussi.
Pourquoi pas. Attention, je vous ai dit, c'est Santé qui n'a pas réussi à bien se positionner. La passe, ça traîne dans la sphère de réparation camerounaise. C'est contré. Allez, il faut mettre dehors, sans réfléchir. Là.
On a vu sur cette action de quoi Mondé était capable.
Allez, Ajibade, la tête. Et c'est le troisième but côté Nigérian. Cette fois-ci, c'est Alosier qui vient inscrire le 3 buts à 1 en faveur du Nigeria, oui.
Vous voyez déjà, c'est que le niveau est monté.
Oui. Michel Alosier, elle a 28 ans, elle évolue du côté de Chicago Stars depuis décembre 2025. Regardez dans ça, ouais. La patronne, non, tu dis la patronne, c'est vrai dire la patrona.
Derrière, parce que la qualité des jeux, regardez ce petit ballon claqué derrière. On n'a pas le temps, parce que Moga n'a pas pris l'information dans le dos. Et surtout, je pense.
Yes, party greetings and welcome. Highlights of that international friendly match between Cameroon's indomitable Lionesses and Nigeria Super Falcons. It finished Cameroon 1, Nigeria 3. The match was played at the military stadium in northern Cameroon. For those of you who's been following this international friendly, I'll tell you the objective of this one. Cameroon won the first leg by a single goal, and the Super Falcons, they needed to, show superiority. Come on, we are champions of Africa. We've won the WAFCON for a solid 10 times. What is Cameroon trying to do? No disrespect to the indomitable Lionesses. I think they held their own. They did so well. They pushed Nigeria. But hey, look, for me, it's a clear testament that women's football in Nigeria is really getting competitive. There's Nigeria in the mix. There's South Africa. There's Morocco doing so well. Cameroon saying, look, in all of this, are you guys trying to forget us? We used to do so well, and now they're coming back. Ghana won bronze at the last WAFCON in Morocco. They're also in that conversation. I respect Cote d'Ivoire also. So that makes women's football in Africa, one that we should look at, because when it's competitive, then the football is better. Botswana got us talking at the last WAFCON. I think they're also a decent side. Algeria, they're doing so much for women's football also. Let me get into the highlights of that game that you saw. Let's have a quick look again. Cameroon opened scoring. Now, when they opened, then they scored that goal. I was like, Cameroon wants to do the double over Nigeria. But it didn't stay for too long because Coach Justin Madugu wanted to do something with this one, and I think he achieved that. He made 7 changes to the side that lost on Saturday. And as you can see, Cameroon struck first. 7th minute goal, and that's why I say I like this one, because the lessons in it for Coach Justin Madugu and his team. When you concede that early, it's good show of character to make sure that you bounce back and then you take control of the match again. Forward, Chinwendu Hazel, she drew level for Nigeria in the 32nd minute. And look, I like Hazel. She's bringing some good competition in that forward line, because each time she gets a chance to play, she takes it and she does impress. It was Rinsola Babajide that provided the assist for Hazel to score. And a moment later, Rinsola, gave Nigeria the lead, 2-1. And Coach Madugu, hate him, because I see a lot of persons say different things about the coach, maybe because is indigenous. I criticized him at the start of the WAFCON, but I think he grew, he got better, and I liked it, you know. And then he went on to win the WAFCON with this team. Maybe not as commanding and disciplined tactically as you'd expect him to be. He's not a round the world drum, but somehow I think he's getting to understand the game. His game readership is improving. And I think with his substitutions, he's also not doing badly. And I saw it today in that game against Cameroon. Yeah, so Nigeria wasn't stopping. Captain Rashida Ajibade, she did that thing, you know, she can run for the entire 90 minutes. And she provided the assist for Michelle Alozie to score Nigeria's third goal. It was a beautiful flying head, and that made it 3-1 in the 64th minute. So I like this one a lot. Yeah, and I think it was a good one because both sides, they will have a look, you know, at some of the things that happened in this match and then use it to consolidate. For Nigeria, loads of lessons from the first match that they lost by a single goal. I showed you the one played today. Let me show you that one played last week, Saturday. Nigeria lost to Cameroon by a single goal and needed to bounce back. Let's go back to that match.
Allez, vous en faites pas, c'est la longueur, hein, c'est une très courte durée. Allez, avec le centre du pied gauche dans cette surface de réparation. Oh, c'est Boloba qui réussit à cadrer. Je pense que la gardienne un rapport de réparation.
Elle envoie hein, derrière, elle va mettre en grande salle, mais derrière, Issa qui dépend très très mal et surtout regardez, la promptitude de Kiki, mais derrière, je pense qu'elle met énormément de...
Celle qui évolue du côté de Washington Spirit. Et on revient avec Babajide. Allez, Babajide qui va aller peut-être le centre du pied gauche. Lamine Mana qui revient. Lamine Mana qui est déposé, Babajide le centre. Et la défense camerounaise qui a une récupération. Un ballon très mal joué. Allez, avec ce ballon pour Mondé qui a déposé Clarisse. Mondé qui est passé avec ce ballon. Et c'est donc un ballon manqué. Ça fait une occasion de Mondé, la joueuse de Washington Spirit, qui a réussi à déposer Machetala.
Au revoir, c'est suffisamment rare hein, pour être...
Déjà, au pays, on parle également de Shunjoy Adjara qui était hier à la cérémonie. Attention avec ce ballon, le centre, il faut communiquer. Oh, derrière avec Rachida.
Parce que de lui, Sidi, malheureusement, on n'arrive pas à la couper. Ouais, c'est là.
Avec ce ballon qui sera perdu. Avec Issa derrière. Et Ange Baou qui s'en sort plutôt bien sur ce ballon de Mondé. Ce n'est pas terminé. Et à la lutte.
Ces jeunes joueuses, à leur corps de frappe, hein, Sidi conseille que voilà, on est à quasiment la première expérience, mais si on veut peut-être on devrait partir des filles. Même si voilà, on a. Attention, Sidi.
Allez, le centre, Ange Barou qui doit rester concentré. C'est bien capté. Allez, bien joué, derrière la frappe. Avec justement l'arrivée là en 2 temps, malgré le travail de Tim Chalot. Ça va repartir avec la capitaine qui trouve devant.
Qui évolue localement côté nigérien. On va pas prendre forcément cette excuse. Je dirais plutôt que ce sont des joueuses. Attention de ne pas faire de faute.
Là, le petit pont, mais elle ne va pas se laisser faire et Machetala.
Donc, Yako, Mondé, se faire bousculer, même si ce n'est pas toujours hein, parce qu'on voit que.
C'est en profondeur avec Rachida. Elle est passée Rachida qui va résister. Rachida le centre et la défense Cameroun. Machetala et son Mondé. Attention, le ballon qui redescend. La reprise, mais malheureusement.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle va faire, Juliette? Comment coupe le col? Et c'est le but ici. Et c'est le but. Bobozomo Ivana, vous parlez d'elle, elle a pris part à la CAN de futsal Maroc 2025 en position de capitaine. Elles sont revenues avec une merveilleuse troisième place à cette compétition. Et aujourd'hui, elle confirme son talent. Voilà donc le but inscrit ici par Bobozomo Ivana, qui permet au Cameroun de prendre l'avance face au champion d'Afrique en titre. On vous rappelle donc qu'elle est sociétaire d'Amazon FAP de Yaoundé. Ivana Bobozomo, capitaine, elle vient de futsal. Cameroun 1, Nigeria 0. Si vous le prenez à...
Yeah. So, let's stop this and then we'll go back to our comment. So yeah, that was it. Stunning strike by Ivana, late goal that gave Cameroon the win. So Cameroon won the first leg, as you can see there, by a single goal, and then Nigeria the second leg. Wait till they worry when our shoe get size now, and then defeated Cameroon 3-1. That was really, really important that the Super Eagles made use of the FIFA window. They missed the first one because, of course, NFF, the normal NFF behavior, and they missed it, So this one was really good. They thought the WAFCON was going to happen as scheduled initially, March 17. So they were using this one to prepare. They were supposed to take part in the four-nation WAFU B tournament. That one didn't happen. Then the NFF arranged this one with Cameroon. And I think it was really good because the Indomitable Lionesses, they're a really decent side. They actually pushed Nigeria, and they've got some quality. Cameroon with their women's football, pretty decent, but whatever happened, and, they started struggling. So it's just what it is with Nigeria. And that's why I wanted to emphasize on this, because now the gap is getting tight. It's Nigeria, definitely number one women's football in Africa. There's South Africa. There's Morocco. There's Zambia. Now there's Ghana. Put Cameroon in there. That's 6. There's Cote d'Ivoire that is really decent. So you see, 7 or 8 teams will be fighting for a top 4 finish to qualify for the World Cup. This is what I was telling the NFF. That yes, you can be so good, but if you don't keep the momentum, if you don't put in the work, you will lose it, So that's the story. I just hope that the NFF will try now to see what they can do before July, but they will be very busy with their clubs. I think some of the clubs will not even be willing to release their players. It's just so sad, this postponement. But the NFF should try to see if they can play at least 1 or 2 more friendlies before the WAFCON in July, just to get the team ready, particularly their mindset, particularly, again, for Coach Justin Madugu, who is still trying to know this team. I talked about him getting to know the game. I can see his improvement. His game leadership is getting good. His game management is getting better. He's doing well with his substitutions now. He's trying out new players, which is very, very important. A lot of people say, "Oh, why didn't you invite that assistant Oshola?" And I said, "Calm down." "Oh, why did he play comfortable when there's Chairman Canada?" It's a friendly. When will he now play new players? Is it when we go to World Cup? No. So I like the fact that the man is experimenting now, and he will get better. We always forget one thing, that the sort of support our indigenous coaches get, it's not the same that the NFF gives to foreign coaches. So when foreign coaches go, all of us, they are better than our, better than. No, it's the attention that they receive. It places priority, importance to the role, unlike when they give it to a local coach. So yeah, that's the story. The Super Falcons were getting ready. They thought the WAFCON was going to happen. Now it's been postponed. NFF, don't go to sleep. The women are 10 times African champions. It means they are the team to beat. And teams in Africa, they're beginning to, understand that, look, when they see Nigeria now, they must do something. So just in case you're just joining the live stream, that's what's up. This is why I'm having this conversation. The Confédération of African Football, they have rescheduled the dates for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations is now going to take place from July the 25th to August the 16th, That's what's up. So that's the new date. Save the dates. That's what it is. Just hope that this time around for real, they will not come up with stories that touch again. Thanks so much, Rabak. I see you, my big boss, Rabak, on TikTok. Thanks for the love. I just, love it when I see my people come out here to support and show some love. I appreciate it. Thanks. TikTok guys, don't forget you need to like this the live. You need to tap on it. They have miss you too, bro. Don't worry, we're coming to Glasgow for Commonwealth Games, so definitely I'll get to see you. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much. So guys, that's what it is. If you want to come on YouTube now, this is the time to come on YouTube. I want to talk about the big one. So we have wrapped this up. I've shown you that what is going on with this postponement is the politics of African football, the dirty, silly, senseless politics between the Confédération of African Football, Morocco, and South Africa. And I think I've played enough videos for you guys to see and understand the points that I'm trying to make with that one. We had already made progress with the WAFCON. This is the group already sorted. The draw was even done during the WAFCON. I missed it because I was very busy. I wanted to go attend it. So we've done the draw since January. Countries already knew their opponents. That's the group right there. Group A had Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, Kenya. Surprise, we're still going to have Morocco and Senegal again. I love football. Morocco and Senegal is what is happening now between CAF and South Africa. And Morocco and Senegal will play again at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. It's so funny, Group B, there's South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, and Tanzania. Group C, defending champions Nigeria. Zambia again. Remember Zambia was Zambia in our group? No, we met them in the round of 16. Or was it quarterfinals? I think quarterfinals we met Zambia and played South Africa in the semis. Egypt and Malawi. On the group D, there's Ghana, Cameroon, Mali, Cape Verde. That's a very tricky group right there. You see what Cape Verde are doing, guys? Can you see that it's not just on the men, it's also touching the women? And Cape Verde is good with basketball, though. Cape Verde is coming up now with athletics. So countries are beginning to see that, look, if these so-called big guys are not willing, are not doing anything, we must jump on it and do something, Yeah, that's what's up. Let's get into the one that you guys really want to talk about. So let me see if I can bring up this and we'll wrap it up. So I'll go back to a previous video that I did again, just to let you know that you need to feed on my page. When you come online, you have to jump on my page, and then you're going to see some good videos that you can feed on and get talking. So I saw this from Brilla. That's the updates. So FIFA has officially enlisted DR Congo as Africa's representative for the 2026 World Cup inter-continental playoffs. So I've read people say they were there before. They were the ones who were on the officially. FIFA has said we are getting ready for the playoffs. It's on March 23rd, and these are the teams that we played. There's nothing wrong with the media reporting this. On my Facebook page, I said game over with the emoji covering one eye. Guys, you see, messages can have different meanings. But when something is not mentioned, don't mention it. And people came for me. They started saying, Austin, you have what people, you are making it look like FIFA has given verdict. I didn't say anything about the verdict. I said FIFA has announced that Congo DR will play in the inter-confederation. And that, for me, my own interpretation, is dashed hopes. I said it's dashed hope because FIFA has now said we want to concentrate on these people and let them play this competition. So everyone that has been coming for me for reporting it, how am I following people to say, it was an update to the story. Oh, you say FIFA knew before that it's DR Congo. That's not news officially. FIFA has now said these are the teams that we play at the Inter-Confederation Cup playoffs for us to know who is Inter-Confederation playoffs for us to know who will qualify for the World Cup. That's what I did. Then I said, because guys, be sincere. From the beginning, did I not say I'm not part of this petition team? I have already zoned out. In fact, I zoned out when we did not beat Zimbabwe. So I wasn't one of those who thought that we're going to make the Africa playoffs. So people who don't follow my page, or you don't come to YouTube to watch my videos, you just see a text and then you jump. And I hear people say, oh, Austin, you're a big boy. You're a big boy journalist. You are working for Channels TV. Look at what you are saying. You are following people to. Did I say FIFA has given verdicts? I said FIFA has announced that DR Congo will play at the Inter-Confederation. That's the story I'm reporting. And I said, for me, it officially ends Nigeria's hopes of qualifying for the. So if Congo wins at the Inter-Confederation and qualify for the World Cup, that's when FIFA will now come up. You guys, with all the politics, this small Africa politics I've just told you, you think it doesn't happen at the FIFA level. So they will now come back and say, oh, Nigeria, there's a 1% chance that can happen. Oh. So Nigerians that are having faith, keep your faith. That's why I say Nigerians are still waiting for Godot. I'll play you that video now. But the big question is, when will FIFA answer Nigeria? There is also another side of the story. What if Congo don't win? What if DR Congo don't advance? What will happen? Have you guys thought about it? What if DR Congo does not advance? Will you guys now go to sleep? Or you say they will still, yes, Charles, I'll bring people up, just wait. Or they will not start saying that and there's still a chance. Guys, look at all sides to a story. Yes, I understand the bias that we are Nigerians and we want this thing to favor us and all of that. So that's the second aspect. I've talked about Congo having a chance. I've talked about what if DR Congo don't qualify. What's going to be your fight? And at that time, FIFA had not come officially with a verdict. What's not going to be your fight, Nigeria? Yes, let's agree that they did something wrong. The law is the law. It has several interpretations. And then there's that other aspect of Cameroon and Sudan. You think they are not looking at it? You think if FIFA comes out tomorrow and say, we have now favored Nigeria. Nigeria has won this petition, Nigeria will go. Cameroon will now clap hands and say, yes, let Nigeria go. So if you are FIFA, will you put yourself into this complex mud that has everything that will come out and dirty you? Do you know what it takes to organize? So I've read people say, oh, we'll go and play another playoffs. You think that's how they play playoffs? Come on to change referee for the Africa playoffs. When we cried, did everything, wrote petitions that FIFA should change Abongile Tom. Do you know what it takes to clear referees for a football match? Did FIFA change them? No. Guys, I understand our bias. I understand that some level of optimism to some people is faith. But these things don't work the way we see them as fans or followers or country people who are supporting our teams. It's a lot of politics, it's a lot of processes, a lot of work. Some people are even saying that FIFA has probably even written to NFF and they are quiet. There's that angle to the story. But me, I reach out to NFF. You know me, I will not come out to anything that is not confirmed. If I reach out to NFF, they'll say, oh, they've not heard from FIFA. Some people say, oh, it will be on FIFA's website. Who tells you that it's everything that goes on FIFA's website? Who tells you that it's everything that goes on FIFA's website? The one that happened with Malaysia, was it from a petition? When Nigerians see something, I say it's not the same case. They'll say, no, what are you talking about? Why are you doing it? So man, I don't know anymore. I just wish us luck and best wishes. But me, I have zoned out. The update is that FIFA has enlisted DR Congo as Africa's representative for the 2026 World Cup Intercontinental Playoffs. That's what reported. I did not say, oh, the verdict has come out, the verdict has not. So everyone was coming on my page to say, Austin, you can't believe you are the one saying this. You can't believe that FIFA has not come out with a verdict. Who said FIFA has come out with a verdict? Read. Nobody said FIFA has come out with a verdict, but we're saying that if the playoff is going to happen, on the 23rd, and DR Congo wins, and they are players that they will go on to feature at the World Cup, what do you think FIFA will do? 2, what if DR Congo don't win? 3, what if the Nigeria gets the ruling? What are you going to do to Cameroon if they come up and say, FIFA, we also petitioned these people. We also talked about it. Why did you not look at our side? And the law is 6 and 9. It's 6 and 9. On Chelsea's side, it's 6. On Austin's side, it's 9. So the law will try to find a way to balance it up and say, guys, look, on your side it was this, on our side, this is what it is. That's what it is. So, but I did something, and I said, and I called it waiting for Godot. I try to provide a background to the matter as neutral as I can be as a broadcast journalist, not as a Nigerian. And I was wondering that what is wrong? Why is FIFA delaying this verdict? What's the big deal? Nigeria submitted this petition 15th December 2025. 15th December 2025. The playoff was done 16th November. So Nigeria stayed 1 month before dropping this petition. So why is FIFA not responding to this? So these are all questions that only FIFA will answer. But me, I'll just do my job to when something is out there. We were supposed to get a verdict on 12th February. That was what FIFA said to NFF, that you'll hear from us 12th February. Today is the 6th of March. The playoffs will start 23rd. Why is FIFA quiet? I'm still asking questions. I'm not saying it might not favor Nigeria. I'm not saying Nigeria does not have a case. But why is FIFA quiet? Let's go back to my video again. I did something on this one. I want you guys to watch it. I'm going to drop the link also. You can watch it and then we will talk about it. You just tell me what you think about it, because this is just me and my musings. You know, I'm just like, what is going on? Why is this such a big deal? What is FIFA trying to do? You know, because if FIFA wants to delay this to the point that we will not be able to question it again, for me, it's still politics. It's all politics. So I call this one Nigeria DR Congo FIFA producing a waiting for Godot story. I'm just see if I can start. Just gonna pause it, bring it up here. Oh no, what am I doing? Sometimes I feel like I don't even know how to use this thing again, because I use it and then I'm not consistent, and then the next time I come, everything is just looking all new to me. So I'm coming, I'm just, guys, walk with me, and after this chows, after this video, I'm going to bring people up and then we'll talk about this FIFA verdict thing and then I'll wrap it up. So if you want to talk about it, watch this video and then I'll come back and then we will have that conversation and we'll call it a night. So let me share the screen and we will get right into it. So shout out to everyone. Don't forget to like the video on YouTube. Please like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Proudly Austin. I do sports, entertainment, and so much more. But definitely my bias is sports, you know. So you'll be seeing a lot of sporting content here. Gide on TikTok, I think it was a media thing. FIFA never officially said they were investigating the case. No, that's the point. Gide, thank you so much. Charles, we dropped a petition. FIFA didn't say, oh, we didn't investigate what Nigeria said. FIFA, you were fooled. You were misled into clearing these DR Congo players. That's what we are challenging, the processes that make FIFA clear those players. So FIFA has the right to listen to our petition. But I like the way you are putting it, Gide. They were not investigating the case. But yes, the NFF came out to say, we have filed a petition against DR Congo for fielding ineligible players for the playoff. And FIFA has a right to listen to that case. Thank you so much for saying that, because when I used to tell people these things, they just sometimes they now look at me like I'm not a Nigerian. You know, I've been promoting sports in this country for close to 20 years. You can't come here and make it look like I don't like my country. I'm saying we're too big to be going to the World Cup through this. And people are just saying, if they do something wrong, what if they do something wrong? South Africa clearly fielded an ineligible player, Tebogo Mokena. South Africa denied that they did not know. FIFA waited almost 6 months. I was on their judicial channel almost every week. Guys, wake up. This is politics. When we say we need influential people at CAF and FIFA, we are playing. You think the General Secretary, Vera Mosengo Omba, will just sit down and watch this case go against DR Congo? Charles, if it is you who is from DR Congo and you are CAF's General Secretary, you're working closely, all the things, all the documentation, things pass through your secretariat, will you fold your hands and see Nigeria come and take DR Congo's place and go to the World Cup? Guys, wake up. There's politics in this thing. I don't know, sometimes when Nigerians talk, I just like, what do you guys think other people are sleeping? DR Congo has not been to the World Cup since they became DR Congo. This is historic for them. And you think they'll just close their eyes and say, because they will play all the politics. Yes, Mosepe made sure that FIFA did not rule on that case until we played them at Bloemfontein. So they wanted to see where the World Cup table was going. So after we played goalless at Bloemfontein, that was when FIFA now came and sanctioned South Africa. That was politics. Even if you challenge the decision, will FIFA wait for you when it is time for World Cup to start if they are the ones delaying it? All this appeal. Oyibo will do pencil, now do eraser. Before they give you, there's a particular judgment that they give you that if you are going to appeal, you are wasting your time. They are the ones who gave you the judgment. Go and see what they said about Malaysia now. Did you not see what the Court of Arbitration said? And they said that they are still, it's just part of the judgment for media release. You guys, wake up. Politics there everywhere. Even your church, small church choir president, go and see the politics when they want to vote. Usher, there's politics everywhere. There's politics everywhere, and that is what CAF is doing. Not just CAF, DR Congo. You prog. It's lobbying. You prog your sources. Nigeria will just file a petition. How will they follow them up? We waited 1 month to even file a petition. Even the Tebogo McKenna's case. When did we start talking about it? It was Gennot Raw. Benin Republic had an interest to qualify for the World Cup. They were the ones who were on FIFA's neck before Nigeria jumped on it. Now we are saying this, we're saying that, saying that. Forget, guys. The law is flexible. You think, you guys are just here saying, I don't even know how to say this thing again. That's why I've been avoiding this stuff, because the people wait on the, you think, look, somebody that carries a gun and shoots somebody will go and get a lawyer, and lawyer will say you have a case. We will say you did not wake up properly. You were depressed. That's why you picked gun and shot somebody. That's law. That is law. Nobody will just go and carry that person and put the person in jail because he shot somebody. What are we saying? DR Congo, they have a case. You guys have submitted a petition, and you don't know it's work for FIFA. FIFA is thinking about how they do playoffs now, move on, and you are there thinking that they will now do what? Let's be realistic. They will do what? They will do what? Let's be realistic, guys. They will do nothing. I'm just trying to say how FIFA can swing it at the end of the day. They will now say, oh, Nigeria should be the one that will take DR Congo's place. Guys, think deep now. Think deep. So I'm just going to play this video. I hope you guys have a nice time watching it. Oh, wait, let's see. I'm jumping. See, you guys are not making me concentrate. So I'm going now. I'm pasting 2 videos in the comment section for you guys to watch. You have to please watch it. Don't forget to like the video. I'm watching. People have not liked the video. Please like the video and let's push it out, because this conversation we're having now is the crux of the matter. When I come back, then we will begin to dissect it. I'll begin to bring people up, you know. So please like the video, if possible, share it. If you're on TikTok, please come join us on YouTube. I invite you to come be part of it. You'll love it. It's a good way of, you know, learning. I'll listen to you guys, because I mean, we learn every day. I don't know it all. So let me get into the video. I did it. It's on my channel. You can go watch it later. I was just trying to understand why FIFA is delaying this verdict.
Zaidu, and the first shot goes in, deflected. 78 minutes they had to wait in the semi-final, barely 3 minutes in the final itself. Bassi will be getting caught in possession, and they might struggle here. Cameroon now. Haven't really seen him on the ball in the game so far. Cameroon, great ball into the middle, and there is the equaliser. Right on cue. Meshak Elliott. But when you look at the 120 minutes, all in all, it was the Democratic Republic of Congo who just seemed to want it more. They were more positive after the first half hour. They were definitely experienced defender. And it's been saved. Falulu, who came on at the end of extra time for this penalty shootout, comes up with another stop, who scored the semi-final winner against Cameroon. The man who almost scored a winner in this final steps up and scores! And the Democratic Republic of Congo have made it into the inter-confederation playoffs. They take this 4-3 in the penalty shootout. And a team that has never made it to the World Cup under their current name are a step closer.
Yeah, Spotted Greetings and welcome. Welcome. I'm sure Nigerian football fans will be wondering, why did Austin take us back to that heartbreaking video? 16th November 2025, Nigeria versus DR Congo right there in Morocco. It was a crucial match. The winner was going to pick a ticket to the inter-confederation World Cup playoffs. Gracious goodness. DR Congo stunned Nigeria, Marcel Mbemba, with a fantastic penalty kick. Regulation time ended 1-1, and then DR Congo went on to win 4-3 via penalties. Wow, that kick from Marcel Mbemba shattered. It shattered the hearts of Nigerian football fans, and sincerely, a lot of them haven't recovered. You know, so I just thought I should go back to that video, show you guys, you know, where we're coming from with all of these talks about the petition Nigeria filed against DR Congo. Why is FIFA stalling? That's the question I'm asking. Why is FIFA stalling to give a verdict on that petition filed by the Nigerian Football Federation? Time is ticking away. the World Cup playoffs, the inter-confederation phase will soon kick off. That one is scheduled for the 26th and the 31st of March this year. Yet we're waiting for FIFA. FIFA, what is the problem? What is going on? Nigeria filed a petition on 15th December 2025. We've gone to the AFCON and we're back and we're still waiting for FIFA. No, we're waiting for Godot. Oh, when men waited, they sat under a tree waiting for salvation, and it never came, waiting for Godot. This FIFA's verdict, it's in another waiting for Godot story. For those of you who know the story, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to get into it. Are we waiting for a FIFA verdict or we're waiting for Godot? I don't know, because I have checked FIFA's website over and over and over again and nothing. That verdict was supposed to come on the 12th of this month. And what's today? The month is taken away and nothing from FIFA. Nothing from FIFA. And I'm wondering, what is really going on? What is really going on? As I said, FIFA is supposed to, come out with a final say as regards that petition Nigeria filed against DR Congo. I don't want to get into it. Nigeria said, FIFA, look, you were fooled into the processes that gave dual nationalities to some of the players in DR Congo's team because their country does not allow dual citizenship. Look, law can be right from this side and then wrong on this side. And then when you switch places, it becomes right again. So I have been trying so hard to keep away from this conversation because I don't want to interpret it wrongly. But Nigeria is contesting that some of the players that featured in that African playoffs for DR Congo were ineligible. Yeah, that they were not supposed to play in it. And talks come out of this one. You guys know you've been debating, you've been talking, and I'm the guy who just waits for an official confirmation before I talk. And then FIFA doesn't just want to give that. Let's go back to when Nigeria said, yes, we lost, and people are calling us sore losers, but we don't care. If DR Congo did something wrong, then FIFA must intervene. 15th December 2025, Nigeria filed that petition. And the Secretary General of the Nigerian Football Federation, Mohammed Sanusi, without shame, he confirmed it. Listen.
There are players that got theirs in just 2-3 weeks. So there is to us what we consider as a breach of that regulation. And that was why we submitted the petition.
So what is the hope of Nigerians? Because some people are already on the street to believe that.
We are waiting. You heard what I told you. The Congolese rule says you cannot have a dual nationality. Obisaka has a European passport. There are so many of them that have European passport. Some of them French passport. Some of them Dutch passport. So the rules are very clear. We cannot say anything now, but we have submitted our
Some are saying FIFA rule is different from DR Congo.
It's different from DR Congo. That's why FIFA cleared them. FIFA regulation says once you have a passport of your country, you are eligible. Yes. Now, as far as people are concerned, they are eligible. That's why they are cleared by FIFA. But our contention is FIFA was deceived into clearing them. Because it is not the responsibility of FIFA to make sure that regulations of Congo are being abided by. The FIFA goes by its own regulations. And it was on the basis of what was presented to FIFA, it was on that basis that FIFA declared them. But we are saying it was fraudulent.
Yeah, it is what it is. If Congo had done something wrong, DR Congo, if they had done something wrong, then Nigeria has a right to, contest it. And that was why they filed that petition. And you listen to Mohammed Sanu said, they fooled FIFA into clearing them. That's DR Congo, is that they did something wrong. Those players that played against Nigeria, they weren't supposed to play. They are ineligible. Yeah, DR Congo does not allow dual citizenship. FIFA, they fooled you. The processes through which they obtained that citizenship, it wasn't right. FIFA petition them. Yes, FIFA bring out that verdict and say, DR Congo, you did the wrong thing, so you're not advancing. But then again, it's a very tricky situation we find ourselves because there's Cameroon somewhere that is watching to an extent, even Sudan, and I've heard you guys say, oh, it's the last victim that suffers the sin that will be considered. And maybe that is why FIFA doesn't just want to jump and get into this, because they know that it's very delicate, it's sensitive. What if FIFA comes out with a verdict that favors Nigeria and Cameroon, say, hey, FIFA, didn't we talk to you about it also? I don't know. I just want to know why FIFA is delaying with this verdict. That's all I just want to know. That's what I want to talk about, because I just don't want to get into any background story. I don't want to start looking into the laws of DR Congo or what FIFA rule book says and all of that. FIFA, you made your laws. Did DR Congo do anything wrong? Was Nigeria right to file a petition? Does Nigeria have a case? Did FIFA say something? Oh, man. Gracious goodness. Nigeria filed this petition 15th of December. We've gone to the AFCON and we're back. The intercontinental playoffs will be starting soon in March. And nothing from FIFA. What's going on? What is going on? I listened to the chairman National Sports Commission show on 2 different occasions, and he's sounding, on one hand, he's saying we have a right to file a petition and we are hopeful that something can come out of it. On the other hand, Shehu Diko is saying, look, we have moved on. We World Cup chapter is closed. We don't know what's going to come out of this one, but we're still staying hopeful. Listen.
Well, it is what it is. I keep saying it, when we came in as a sport commission, already the World Cup issue is already virtually lost. Remember when we spoke here almost a year ago, we had 3 points at 12, but we pushed, worked with the NFL, with everybody, and we nearly made it. We had the misfortune of penalties in the playoffs, and we lost it, but we found out there are some breaches here and there, which we believe, even before we played the playoffs, that breaches, we noticed them and we already documented them. So ourselves at the NFF submitted to FIFA what we feel were the breaches against the rules and regulations, which is also part of sports. It's not being so losers, it's just what the sport it is. So the relevant bodies of FIFA are dealing with it, and we are hoping any moment we will hear their decisions, but we are confident we have the good case. But I keep saying we have put the World Cup behind us already. Whatever happens, it is what it is. But we are not looking at that. We are looking at how do you build for the next competitions, the next AFCON, the next WAFCON is next month, and what have you. You can see how we pushed the performance at the last AFCON in Morocco. Everybody was happy about it. So World Cup is a closed chapter, but yes, we have a pending legal issue to deal with. It's not within our competence to do that. Our own is to say this is what we feel was the wrong thing that was done. And we leave it. Even FIFA, it's not the FIFA deciding. There are independent bodies in FIFA who are independent of FIFA. The disciplinary committee, the ethics committee are independent bodies of FIFA. They make their decision based on what they see on the rules. And they won't tell you we're doing it tomorrow or next tomorrow. When they finish, they will tell the world. But we are confident that, yes, if it is legal issues, we have a good case. That's why we submitted the case.
Yeah, that's Shehu Diko, Chairman, National Sports Commission, just giving us a bit of a background of this matter that I'm talking about, And the part that I said the World Cup chapter is closed, I don't really understand it. Is it really closed? Has Nigeria moved on? Yeah, maybe not, because if FIFA pops up now and then gives the verdict that supports Nigeria and say off to the inter-confederation playoffs. But in the meantime, the country is preparing for a 4-nation tournament that will take place in Amman, Jordan. They're using next month's FIFA international window, to do something out of that one. And I think it's really good for the Super Eagles, and if that is what it is, maybe the country is moving on, maybe, but let's just stay on with this waiting game What is FIFA trying to do? What could be delaying this verdict? What sort of politics is happening with this Nigeria's petition, DR Congo, and all of these shenanigans of qualifying for next year's, for the 2026 FIFA World Cup? But I know there's some crazy politics going on. Could it be this guy? Yeah, this guy. Could it be the one? Yeah. The General Secretary of the Confédération of African Football, Veron Mosengo Omba. He's from DR Congo. Is he the one putting us in this waiting for Godot situation? Oh, maybe. Maybe not. What does Patrice Motsepe know anything about this? I don't know, guys, but look, a lot of conspiracy theories here and there, you know, but I know there's some level of deep politics with this petition, with the DR Congo's defense, with FIFA stalling. There's something really going on. But FIFA, be a man, be a big man, show leadership. Just give a verdict, close this case, you know. It's taking too long. Let people just move on, you know, with their lives and know what's going on as regards, you know, this petition and all of the talks. You guys believe that Malaysia did the same thing that DR Congo did and they were punished. So why would this case be different? That's what a lot of Nigerian football fans believe. That's what they are holding on to, the Malaysia case study. But as I said, you know, law is like 6 and 9, depending on where you stand to look at it. So that's why this whole Nigeria, DR Congo, FIFA thing, I've not really been interested. I don't even want to know it. You know, I've tried so hard not to even look at it because I've seen all sorts of angles to it. But does Nigeria have a right to petition DR Congo if they feel they did something wrong? Oh, yes, absolutely, yes. Does DR Congo have a right to, you know, defend it? Oh, sure, why not? You know, and going to the World Cup is big deal. And for a country that's missed out of the World Cup for a long time, in fact, as DR Congo, they haven't been to the World Cup, they want to fight with everything that they have. And that's what I'm saying, since they have this man right there in CAF, can he be the one that is making sure that we wait and wait and wait for the second coming of Jesus Christ? I don't know. Veron Mosengo Omba. He became CAF's General Secretary in March 2021, yeah. And then he was 63 years old. He was 61 years old. I'm going somewhere with this story. And he became 63 on 15th October 2022. That's right after he was, you know, given an extension by CAF President Patrice Motsepe, a 3-year, you know, extension to his contract that took him to 63. Yeah, that took him to 66. Now, the CAF statutes states that 63 is the compulsory retirement age, and Mosengo Omba is 66. So why is he still the General Secretary of the Confédération of African Football? Maybe this is the last assignment. He just needs to take his country to the World Cup. Maybe not. But that's all the talks that's out there. That's what I'm saying, that there's so much angles to this thing. But if the CAF statute states that the General Secretary must not be more than 63 years old, then that's a breach. Then Patrice Motsepe, you must step up and do the right thing, you know. But yeah, guys, this one I know will get us talking again. Why is FIFA stalling with this verdict? Is this another waiting for Godot story? Should Nigeria just move on and say, look, we did our best, we filed a petition, and look, if it's taking this long, let's just forget about it. The playoffs, the inter-confederation playoffs, will take place on from the 26th and the 31st of March this year in Mexico. What do you think, guys? What is FIFA doing? What's CAF up to? Or Nigeria should just say, look, come on. We shouldn't be going to the World Cup through the back door. We're Nigeria, big. If Cape Verde can qualify for the World Cup, why are we doing this? Guys, tell me, what do you think? I just thought I should talk about this because my gut tells me that FIFA will come up with a verdict very soon. Yeah, maybe 2, 3, 4 days, maybe end of the month. What do I know? This petition has been filed since 15th of December. I just wanted to jump on this. Guys, what do you think? Deep politics? Crazy one? Does Nigeria have a case? What if Nigeria gets to win this verdict? The World Cup will be mad. It will be loud for Nigeria. Let's talk about this. I'll see you guys around again. That's it.
We have done what we have to do. It's not like we are so losers. No, it's just about the rules.
Okay, guys. Okay, welcome back. So that's the background. That was me talking about this FIFA verdict, Nigeria's petition. You know, with all the professionalism in me that can, you know, say it without bias. So what do you think? Guys, what do you think? You watched it, Charles and Emeka. You guys tell me what you think. This is the only way I could have talked about that stuff. Just asking questions. Why is FIFA stalling? You know. So yeah, guys, if you want to come on and just say something particularly about this DR Congo, Nigeria, FIFA matter, just say I want to come on. I'm going to share the link. And then we can just have a conversation for maybe 30 minutes, and then I will go off. So I'll share the link now, and then you can invite guests to the studio. So right there in the comment section. So Charles, if you want to come on, so I've dropped the link. Anybody else to come on? So that's me and the Congo, DR, Nigeria, and FIFA matter. You can also still watch it on my YouTube channel, Proudly Austin, and let me know what you think. Is it all politics? I talked about Veron Mosengo Omba, the CAF General Secretary, is in that post now illegally. So why is the guy not out? What is he trying to deliver? Is this the last assignment for him? You know, so I'm saying, guys, that this is deep politics. This is not what we think it is. It's a lot. Going to the World Cup is a big deal, particularly when it's the so-called small DR Congo that, you know, did their part to make it to where they are at the moment. So I'm still Team Nigeria. If this is going to work for us, it's fine. But yeah, should Morocco be punished for this? Morocco has already been punished. I don't think King Doc. I don't think Morocco will be punished. I do not think so, because I don't know if you followed the conversation that I did from when South Africa's Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, you know, went on stage to announce that South Africa is the new host. You know, yes, Morocco knew, but something was happening in the background that you and I didn't know. And I'm sure CAF was complicit. So it was dragging. But South Africa now had no right to now jump on stage to say they are now the new host. And South Africa now took the battle over simply because the CAF president is from South Africa. So the conversation just got all over the place. Yeah, so I don't think if CAF comes up now and punish Morocco, what for? Why punish Morocco? That Morocco isn't ready to host the WAFCON or what? They didn't give a reason. You just said due to unforeseen circumstances. They didn't say what the problem is. And that's where I'm faulting CAF. They need to show leadership. That's the problem. That's why I'm faulting CAF, you know. So it's crazy. Let's stay with the DR Congo and Nigeria matter. In America, if FIFA failed to give a verdict, you see what I say. Don't invest your emotions. You guys come back and tell me, Austin, but the law, but the this. It is all politics. It is all politics. If they fail to give a verdict, Jamaica would be the benefactor. There you go. Because those people, if they play DR Congo now and they lose to DR Congo, they don't get case. Nigeria, stop this thing. Stop this thing. Let's be very objective. It doesn't stop us from being Nigerians. So if they delay it till after the playoff and DR Congo now beats Jamaica or New Caledonia, you think those ones will just go back and fold their hands? And if you are FIFA, do you need this headache? They say there is appeal, there is this, there is that, there is this. Zico is the one handling the case, not even good. So would you Zico that is free? They hear Zico say the chapter is closed. Zico don't move on now. Yeah. Said the chapter is closed, that they are moving on with other things. And rightly so, because I mean, Austin, the law is not flexible. Truth is a stubborn entity and would never bow down to any wrongs. Why are you saying this, please? Why are you saying this? Why are you doing this, please? Not bow down to what? I just told you now that CAF General Secretary is supposed to have been out of office when he was 63. The man is 66, he's still there. You are telling me truth is a stubborn entity. Everybody knows that he's there illegally. In America, why do we do this to ourselves? We are just speaking English. I'm telling you that somebody is not supposed to be in office. It's from DR Congo. They have a strong case with FIFA. You are saying that it's not truth. It's not. Bro, please. Yeah, so guys, that's it. I just wanted to come. I've not been with you guys for quite some time. I'm sorry. I apologize. But coming on this live these days is a lot of work. So sometimes I just don't want to come and be talking. I want to give you guys sound bites. I want to play interviews for you. I want to show you highlights, you know, because sometimes I feel the talk is boring. I talk on TV, I come on live stream, I'll be talking. I don't know. So sometimes I just want you guys to hear from, you know, the major players, you know, just like how we did today. We listened to the Deputy Minister of Sports in South Africa. We listened to Gaten McKenzie. I've played you 2 of the videos that I did with sound bites inside. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's very important. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and also on Facebook. I really want to start doing something, but I've not refined it yet. You know, everyone say do interviews. No, there are a lot of people doing interviews that we can jump on their sound bites. I want to do something for the fans, but I want to be sure that I will get people who feed into that content, you know. So maybe when we build the followership, as I say, subscribe to the channel. For those of you watching now, if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe to the channel and type on the comments in the comment section that I have subscribed. I need that subscriber base to start that fans show. So if I can be sure that, let's say we have 15,000 subscribers, if I can be sure that 5,000 is watching every week, and then a minimum of 500 persons are on the show, I'm going to start it. Because I learn a lot when I listen to fans, you know, because their passion is real. Look at Nemeka telling me that truth is always on the this and that. I like those sort of angles because that's not the popular angle of either the sports administrators or politicians and all of that. So I want to do something that the fans, you know, will be able to join, you know, take over the show, display passion, emotions, not cheap banter, intelligent conversations, that we can shape narratives, we can even start proffering solutions to the problems of sports in Nigeria. That's what I'm thinking, you know. And first thing first, I need to build a subscriber base. So if you're watching, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's proudly Austin. You're not going to regret it when you subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, it's just me. I just pour my entire skills, knowledge, understanding of what's going on, sports entertainment. And when I say so much more, I can jump on politics, I can jump on anything that you know, gets me talking, that I see interesting. Yeah, so thank you so much, Ellen, for joining. Ellen, it's almost 3 a.m. You're awake. Thank you so much. You always support me whenever you come on. I appreciate the love. I was talking about DR Congo. DR Congo and Nigeria saga. It's all good. You know, that's why I love our world of sports. So many sides to explore. Thank you so much to the guys on YouTube. I appreciate the love. You guys came back and you were engaging. I haven't been here for a while, but every time I pop up, my people just say, hey, Austin is here. Let's get to him. Thank you so much to the guys on TikTok. I'll still come to you guys, you know. We'll talk some more before I wrap it up. Thank you so much to the guys on Facebook. You see, I'm speaking to all of the devices. I've got 6 in front of me monitoring everything. So thank you. I appreciate the love, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. It's very, very important. I will be back again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. I don't want to promise, because have you noticed this time I promise you guys that I'm coming back, I never get to come back. So I will just see if I can come back. The Premier League is getting intense now. The Nigeria Premier Football League, I paused on it because I was so pissed with some of the things they were doing, you know. But I'll be back from March the 30th so that I can follow up till it ends. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love, my brother. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Emmanuel. I see you. Thank you. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That one is very important. I'm trying to bring all my people close, you know, so that we can do stuff together. Helen, I appreciate you. Thank you. I see what you're doing on TikTok. Guys, don't forget, be good. Stay focused. Keep winning. I'll see you guys around again. I don't even know how to go. I was about to end it. But yeah, I've got to go. I'll see you guys around again. That's it.